Ninja by ZKSC. Our principle fits in one line: what you understand is what you sign. As AI agents start moving money, we should let AI sign only what we can understand. This is the pitch we brought to the AWS and WebX community in Tokyo. Here it is, page by page. First, why the core of agentic finance is on-chain. The shorthand is ABC, AI, times blockchain times coin. Agents with intent take the wheel, running autonomously, 24/7. B. The blockchain is the agent's shared ledger, always on, tamper-evident, verifiable. And C. Coin, meaning stablecoins, machine payments without humans, programmable transfers. Agents and on-chain finance fit together. Why now? Because the buyer became the agent. In May 2026, AWS shipped AgentCore Payments, built on Coinbase, Stripe, and the X402 protocol, and agents started paying from their own wallets. Now look at the seats. The wallet is taken by Coinbase. Payments are taken by Stripe. Safety is the open seat, and that is the seat Ninja is built for. Here's the structural gap. The subject side, the agent itself, is standardized, identity through AP2 and ACP, the wallet through X402, budget through AgentCore Payments, prompts through guardrails. But the object side, the counterparty and the action, is not. The destination address, the contract internals, approvals and delegate calls unmanaged. The agent is protected. But who it pays, and what the transaction does, is not. That is where Ninja goes. Why does that matter? Because attacks move to the signing screen. In the largest case on record, $1.5 billion was lost because what the signers saw, and what they signed, were different. They thought they were approving a normal transfer. What they actually signed was an operation that swapped the destination for the attacker's address. You can't catch this by looking anymore. The industry's old answer was WYSIWYS: what you see is what you sign. Not enough. Seeing isn't understanding. So the standard has to go one word deeper: understand. What you understand is what you sign. Understand it first. Then sign it. So what is Ninja? Two sets of eyes. Ninja Skin is the point check. Before you sign, give it the transaction, the call data and the counterparty contract, and it returns a verdict: safe, warning, or danger, with the rationale. It stops a bad signature before it happens. Ninja Position is the surface watch over your holdings. Give it your wallet address, your entire portfolio, and it builds a dependency graph that visualizes contagion risk and alerts when something breaks. One transaction, and your whole portfolio. Two blind spots, one platform, reachable over Telegram, API, and MCP. At the summit, we run this live, right before AgentCore Payments signs. This is a real attack contract, the one from the Bybit incident. And this is what the signer actually signed: 1,476 hexadecimal characters. No human reads that. Ninja Scan does. And it's running right now on AWS Bedrock, in the Tokyo region. And here's why checking one transaction isn't the whole story. The KelpDAO RCTH incident. At T+0, an anomalous mint of 116,500 RCTH, roughly $290 million. 8 minutes in, the attacker borrows 27,770 WTH on Aave v3. At 47 minutes, RCTH is paused on all chains. And by hour 3, Aave's WTH utilization hits 99%, you can't withdraw. 3 hours from spark to no exit. By the time you notice, the exit is gone. That's the second live demo, Contagion. Watching your own assets and counterparties is not enough, someone else's blow-up reaches you. RCTH breaks, the shared Aave pool tightens, and suddenly it's your position. Scan checks one transaction. Position checks your whole portfolio. Architecturally, Ninja sits in the transaction path, between the wallet and the chain, as a trust layer. People, agents, and wallets connect to it over Telegram, MCP, and API. On the other side sits the EOA or the smart contract. The output is three things: a counterparty fraud probability, an LLM explanation of the action, and portfolio and incident alerts. Ninja sits in the flow and checks every move. Why can you trust the verdict? Because we don't just ask an LLM. The base is more than 90 million EVM contracts analyzed. Layer 1 is machine learning that classifies into 9 fraud types, and it's reproducible. Layer 2 adds the explainable rationale on top. The LLM does not make the final call. And Ninja is a neutral safety layer. It runs on any stack. On the centralized side, it integrates with AWS AgentCore Payments and Gateway. On the decentralized side, sealed inference with confidential compute on 0G is in progress. The row reads the same everywhere: Wallet, Coinbase, Payments, Stripe, Safety, Ninja. On AWS or on 0G, Ninja adds the safety layer. Who is it for? Pre-signing safety for 4 groups. Individual operators, running agentic finance themselves. Corporate and institutional, treasuries and institutional desks. Businesses embedding agentic finance into their own products. And the teams running on-chain finance protocols today. Safety before signing, for every operator. The team behind it. Kaneshiro Kazuki, CEO, ex-financial institution consultant, strategy and business development for financial AI and Web3. Murakami Yashiki, CTO, server-side, cloud infrastructure, and AI and ML security. Sugunuma Yutaka, CMO, sales and Japan market entry, trilingual in Japanese, English, and Chinese. And Egami, CRO, dev lead, ex-crypto exchange. AI, Web3, finance, and security in one team. Our ask: let's build together, for your agent today. Product partners, wallets, protocols, and businesses. Business partners, individual, corporate, and institutional operators. And financial partners. Put a trust layer between intent and execution. What you understand is what you sign. If you want to try it, it's 2 QR codes away. The first is Everything Ninja, the official links, start there. The second is the Ninja Skin Telegram bot, paste any contract, and try it right now. Humans today. Agents tomorrow. Thank you.